Before we give out the awards this evening, are there any quick questions you have for any of the speakers?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll come to you.
Oh. Hello, sir.
Yeah.
You were talking about the machine earlier in Birmingham.
Yes.
To get that kind of machine, do you have to pay in full or instrumental?
You can pay it in installments.
That's my question.
I just like to say my uncle has one of
Yes.
them.
Does he?
Yeah, he lives in Ife, in Nigeria.
Any more questions? Steve Mulundwa.
My question goes to is it David Smith?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've spoken before at that Uganda convention, and it's the same question I'm trying to ask this time, but I didn't get an answer last time. Yeah, you sort of you said you were going to ask something about it. You're going to find out something about it. It's in regards to the kind of things that you try to do. You haven't penetrated the African governments. You've dealt with, if you're going to deal with us, the biggest problem we normally face, for example, I'll give an example as a Ugandan. I don't know. But it's not me, yeah.
Oh, it is.
Is it me? Is it me? Maybe it's
From the phone, maybe from the phone.
Oh, somewhere from the phone. Okay. What I was trying to say is that the kind of help that we wanted, even at the time, in regards to penetrating the government, because it's easier for most of the things that you discussed, and we can take that home. We can be a team as a team players and carry those stuff home. But we forget that there's a lot of corruption, like in my country, and when some of those stuff are to be taken in, it's not going to be easier for us to take those things in. Now, as an organization that you have, you can deal with us in a sense that if those things, for example, are brought in by you, like I think what you did in Malawi or in Zambia, if we were to say we're giving you the money and we buy the stuff that you buy and you transport those things back home, the chances are those things will work, there'll be a better plan. But if I'm to carry that in Uganda, the chances I'm going to pay 2 or 3 times the price of some of the things like, the things you've discussed in Birmingham and so on. Now, ideally, last time that I was asking when you spoke at the Ugandan convention, I said, look, we come and see you. A group of us, get some money in our pocket. We buy the equipment for, I think at the time it was something that machine that makes bricks. There's a machine, I think in Birmingham or Yorkshire, that makes bricks, over 1,000 bricks or something like that. So we give you the money, or we buy the whole thing, but then it's brought in by you, and then it's dealt with us while it's already back home, because we know how the system works once the goods are on the ground. But before the goods are on the ground, we have a problem with that. And we might find somebody even nicking it before it has even reached the destination. So that is what I was saying. Look, Africa has different ways in which certain things are dealt with. That is where we needed your help. It's easier for us to raise the money, but it's difficult for us once the goods are on the ground. Have you found a way out? Can you help us as far as that is concerned with your organization? Thank you very much.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
In Uganda, right? I know, well, I work at one of the high commissions, but not an African high commission. But most governments, if you're returning diaspora, they tend to give you some tax exemptions, and you could go in with certain things. So
yeah, that's fine. I agree with that. But what I'm saying, what we're talking about with David is involving a lot of things. We are not going to take just one brick machine. You're going to take about 4 brick machines. You're going to take about, if it's something to do with the dairy farming, you're taking about 6, for example, milk machines that are milking cows. You're going to talk about construction equipment. You're talking about things which are bulky. Now, the government of Uganda, for example, if I'm going back home, they can give me, say, 1 container, but I can't go back with another container. They'll say, what are you talking about? You get my point? So the thing is, if those things are coming in through a company, it's much easier through a company than coming in with individuals, because we're having that problems as individuals. If it's a Ugandan organization and it's trying to do something in Uganda, these guys think, what's wrong with you? But if it's a British organization, they welcome it, and that is something we have been trying so much to fight against.
So couldn't you as a diaspora, the Ugandans as diasporas, come together under a British company, form the company here, and create a British company here that does it in Uganda, send the things over in Uganda?
This is what I've been trying to tell. I'm trying to put together. Listen, we could do that. But the man we're talking about is a global man. He's an African. He's a global man. He's everywhere. Now the chances are he's probably not going to be in position to deal with just one country. He's going to be dealing with Zambia. He's dealing with Kenya. He's dealing with all over Africa. That's what I'm saying.
That's why you should form your own. I'll form my own. I will form my own.
Thank you very much.
I'll form my own.
Thank you very much.
I'll form my own.
Okay.
Let me answer your question for the second time.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for digging me out of that hole. I mean, I didn't answer it last time, and I ask you why. How can I go and deal with the customs in Uganda? I haven't got a clue how to do that. But I think that idea of having a diaspora company, a British company, doing exporting, I mean, we've just started one with a guy from Cameroon in Bolton. So he's doing importing all the way to Uganda and other places. So I think the companies are there, but it's like someone else said earlier, we need to get together and actually find out where they are and then work out. This one did it well, this one did it badly. It's an expensive process, but by talking we better understand it. But I really do think the Ugandan Professionals and Entrepreneurs Forum has just started. But I'm not sure how many Ugandans actually paid to join yet. So there is a real disconnect here between you want us to work together, but we aren't coming together. So until we come together, until we become a force, we don't have anything. We're just a bunch of individuals.
Exactly.
And why have I been doing this for 6 years? I have a vision of actually using the power of the diaspora, getting the diaspora to respect itself, getting the diaspora respected by British business, getting the diaspora respected by African business. There is a long way to go, and it is by coming together that we will do that. So that is the best. If you were to fill in one of our project summaries and say, we have a problem with customs system in Uganda, I'll take it to the High Commissioner.
That's
Yeah.
Okay?
yeah.
Go
That's
to
all.
High Commissioner.
But all right, let's take it as a challenge. We'll meet again in several months' time, and the question will be answered.